What's up, YouTube? I was really weak. My voice broke. Welcome back to my channel. I look like this and I'm sitting here because I have just finished shooting the artwork for my next single today, which is really exciting. In today's video, I thought it'd be really fun to get a bit creative with things that I have lying around my home and create music from them. So I've made a beat out of my Morphe 35B palette. I assure you it is not dust, it is powder, so therefore it's allowed. So if you want to hear how I got sounds like this, sounds like this, and sounds like this from my makeup palette, then let's get to it. You will have to do one thing for me first. Just make sure you're subscribed. I'll wait. Yeah, you go do it now. I will wait. Done? Okay. Cool, let's go. So I started off by taking my Bareminerals brush and I essentially just started, well, tapping and creating as many different types of sounds as I thought I could. I just set it up with my Aston Origin microphone and I didn't actually bother to put my sound shield over the microphone because I didn't think there was much point, and actually I wanted to capture the other organic sounds that were in the back of it. So initially I got that really long bit of audio with all of my different recordings and I listened to the whole thing and then basically cut away all the sections that I really liked, and then I was really decisive in deleting everything that just didn't quite make the cut. This project is marked out pretty normal. I started out with this sound for the kick. It sounded like this. Our snare. And then for the occasional different snare, just for interest, I repeated the same bit of audio and actually just included a space designer on here as well. And this is a preset. It's a 0.8 slap room. It's a really interesting preset. It sounds like this. Labeled this as snare too, but actually it's a lot more just like miscellaneous percussion, but this is what it sounds like originally. And for my hi-hats, quite simply me just hitting my makeup brush on the palette itself. We've taken out some of the lows and mids with an EQ. I've changed the formant, a transient shaper, and a nice little bit of H delay. Again, to add a little bit more spice, I have taken the same sound of the hi-hat and I have just changed the settings on the H delay. The clap, it sounded like this. So we've got an EQ, reverb, which is so small. And then of course, to top it off, Izotope Trash 2. I wanted to create a sound that was kind of similar to a crash, so I've gone for this sound here, which is me just waving the plastic film that comes in all makeup palettes like that one. I've gone for a Trash 2 and an H delay. This is something, again, I think it was just me tapping my makeup brush again. I wanted to have another element to the percussion, so I've gone for a disperser first, and then Convolver. With this Convolver, I just hit the down arrow and then played around with this dice. My favourite Kilohearts element probably is the dice in all of their plugins. I think it's so much fun, and it takes a lot of the pressure out of deciding what you actually want. There were little bits of audio that I played as if they were actually rhythms I intended them to be. For example, this bit. And that has no processing on it because I actually just really liked it the way it was. And I also really enjoyed the ambient sound that was just happening in my room as well. I thought it was really cool. Similarly with this, I didn't process this at all. And this is the only fill that I've created by repeating a bit of audio. And this one's quite loud in the mix as well because I really like it when fills stick out a little bit more. A breath. I've created a sort of ambience layer by taking the section of audio where I was basically wiping the film over the palette itself. It sounds like this originally. So I've EQ'd it, taken out the lows and mids. I've then added a things texture. And then right at the end, I have sidechained it to the kick. And then last but not least, I've created a little riser and rinse down just out of me blowing some of the eyeshadow dust off of the palette. So for the riser, I took one of those blows and I reversed the audio, and then I left the other one in its original direction as though it was a rinse down. All together, sounds like this. Well, thank you so much for watching. If you have any ideas of things that you might want to see me make music out of that I would have around my house, then please do let me know in the comments below. And let me know what you think I should make a beat out of next, because I want to do this again. Thank you so much again for joining me. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss my next video, and I will see you here really, really soon.